Bueno, bienvenidos todos a todos a Tiempo Fuera. Hoy estamos con Amir Nesbitt. Amir, how are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Amazing. Well, if it's okay, we have some questions prepared for you about mostly the basketball world. First of which is who pushed you or what pushed you into the world of basketball?
Um, to be honest, none of my parents played basketball. It was just like on my own, really. When I was younger, I used to see people play, and then I used to want to like join, but I wasn't good or whatever, and I was too young. So my parents put me in AAU, and I started training with my old coach Lamont Struthers. He played in the NBA, and he played overseas, and that's when I really started to fall in love with it when I was about 6, 7.
Oh, you started at a young age in comparison to other
Yeah.
basketball players that we interviewed.
Can you
And
repeat that?
in comparison to the other people we interviewed, you started like very, very young. They mostly, st in my experience, like start from 10 to 12, 13 maybe, but
Yeah.
you started way back.
Yeah, I started real early, man.
And how would you describe this past year with Hampton, the World Cup qualifiers, the America Cup? You had a lot going, and obviously you play in Hampton. That's a Division One college. That I can imagine how hard it is. So how do you deal with all this playing? Right?
So about a year ago, I tore my ACL.
Yeah.
So I'm just now like really getting back in the groove of things. So this past year at Hampton was rough, but I've been seeing improvement, like from in the summer practices to the America Cup games. It's been a lot of improvement. So I'm just gonna keep going up.
And do you have someone from this recent America Cup? I know you played against Argentina, Puerto Rico, and Dominican Republic. If I'm right, do you have someone that do you remember and said, "Damn, this is this person is really good, and it's tough to play against." Do you have someone in mind?
Yeah, I'll say definitely Compazzo,
Uh,
and I would say Trayvon Waters was good. Trayvon Waters was really good.
both good basketball players. Fagu,
Yeah,
an Argentinian idol right now with the win they got.
yeah,
And what
they're
are
both
your
really good.
sorry, I'm interrupting you.
No, you can go ahead, bro.
Well, and what are your expectations this year? I as you said, you this past year was rough, but you are feeling better, and how this translates to this season's basketball.
Um, that game, I mean, me playing in the America Cup, it it taught me a lot that I could bring back and help my teammates with, and put it into my game. Um, But my expectations for this year is I feel like we're gonna do something big. We're gonna shock a lot of people because a lot of people are doubting us. But I feel like we're coming together as a team more. Coming together more, hanging around each other more. We're doing conditioning and all that stuff. So I just feel like it's gonna be a good year.
And going into your number selection, because I know you use number 0 in with
Yes.
Virgin Islands and number 2 at Hampton, if I'm correct. Is
Now I'm
your
number 11. I'm number 11 at Hampton.
you changed it?
Nah, I was never number 2. That was just my commitment picture. I was always number
Ah,
11.
s-
Yeah.
sorry, I must have checked the wrong place then. Is the reason you use number 0, number 11?
Yes.
And can we know why?
Um, to be honest, number 0, they just gave me that jersey number, so it was the smallest jersey, lowest number. So they just gave me that at Virgin Islands. And number 11, is a tribute to my homeboy Maury. He used to wear number 11 in his high school days, so I just wanted to, follow that.
And when you got called to play with Virgin Islands, how was your reaction? Obviously, to play at international level, it's like one of the many dreams a basketball player can have. How did you feel when you get that
Yeah.
call?
I'm always ecstatic, but this time when they called, I was just ready to go, ready to work, because I haven't played in a long time. Last time I played with VI was probably my junior year in high school, and I knew what I could do and bring to the team. So I was just ready to go, to be honest.
Well, I'm going into the arguably, well, not that arguably, the best league in the world, the NBA. Do you follow any NBA team?
Not really any team. I like certain players.
Like, for example?
For example, I love Luca.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love Luca. Who else? Kyrie. KD. Um, I like watching Steph play. Uh, and I like CJ McCollum's game.
Oh,
Also Devin Booker. Yeah,
crafty
I like all
guards
their games.
and Kevin Durant.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Crafty though. Yeah.
And do you take moves from any of them? Like you watch tapes and go for
Yeah, I watch tapes. Yeah, I watch tapes all the time and try to like input it into my game, but I just try to add my own little spice to it.
it? Well, and going into the question that our previous guest told for you, his name is Francisco Huerta, and he played with the Colombian national team. And he said, "How do you deal with anxiety previous and after the game surrounding the subject of social media?" Because he told us that there are many players that are always like trying to get the perfect shot for the video that you're going to post the, on your social media. How do you deal with that pre prior and post game? Like,
Um, my anxiety. I mean, everybody has. I'm not gonna say everybody, but most people have butterflies before a game. But once the ball tips up, that goes away. Like it's ready. I'm ready to play after that. With social media, I don't really pay too much attention to that during the game or whatever. I just like if after the game I have pictures or whatever, then like I'll acknowledge them. But I'm not really worried about social media and things when it's game time.
well, perfect. And do you want to leave a question for our next person and our next guest?
Yeah. I'll ask them how has their experience with their FIBA national team have how has that been?
Perfect. We know we have guests that don't play national teams, but I hopefully we have a national team guest, so we can ask him that question.
Okay.
And now moving into the flash question section, this has to be fast, and the first thing that comes to your mind, you have to say it.
Okay.
Favorite movie,
Friday.
favorite TV show,
Power.
not including basketball. What sport do you play or watch the most?
Football.
A teammate you spend the most time with.
At Hampton.
It could be Hampton or Virgin Islands.
Um Vito.
Favorite food?
Pasta.
Best video game?
2K.
Is any specific one? Sorry.
The newest one, 2K23.
Hot or cold?
Hot.
One dream to accomplish, non-basketball related.
To become a millionaire.
Favorite artist?
Little baby.
And finally, best basketball shoes in your opinion.
Kyrie's.
Any number?
The ones that they were the confetti Kyries. I think they might have been like the Kyrie 3s or maybe the 2s. They had like the confetti ones with the mismatched Kyries. Those were real comfortable.
In my experience with Paris, they are pretty comfortable, especially for guards.
Yeah.
I think. Well, that was basically it. As I said before, the space is completely given to you. If you want to say hi to someone or mention a project you have, it's completely up to you.
I just want to give a shout out to my mom, Shakiva Nesbitt. I'm doing all this for you. That's it.
Perfect. And before you go, can I ask you to say tiempo fuera in Spanish? It's
Say what?
timeout, but in Spanish. It's tiempo fuera. It's our channel name.
Say it one more time.
Tiempo fuera.
Tiempo Fuera.
Amazing. Thanks a lot, Amir. Nice to have you.
Thank you. Thank you.